Hey guys, Apple unveiled new iPhones, new Apple Watches, and the new AirPods Pro at today's event. And you can find out everything you need to know about the new products in my short summary. And if you're interested in videos like this one about current Apple topics and Apple events, then my channel is exactly the right one for you. So feel free to subscribe now. Let's go. Through the Apple event chronologically and start with the new AirPods, namely the AirPods Pro. These have a similar design to the AirPods Pro 2. Overall, however, they are smaller and more ergonomic. There are new sound features and revised active noise canceling with a total of 5 new attachments. There is also now a live translate feature powered by Apple Intelligence, and that looks pretty exciting. I'm definitely looking forward to trying it out. The AirPods Pro 3 now support IP57. There is also a new heart rate sensor with a new workout function in the fitness app. We have a longer battery life of a full 8 hours. Previously, it was 6 hours with active noise canceling enabled, and the AirPods Pro 3. Apple then introduced the Apple Watch Series 11. Overall, a thinner design and more scratch-resistant display. However, visually, nothing has really changed. In addition, there's now a 5G modem on board, and we have 2 new health features. The blood pressure or high blood pressure function actually only alerts you if your blood pressure is too high. A high blood pressure alert and a new sleep score that shows how well you slept from 0 to 100. This means that there is no way to actively measure blood pressure using any function. Apple itself states that the battery should last longer. You can get up to 24 hours, and the Apple Watch series, you can pre-order it now, and it will also be available from September 19th. Among other things, the S10 chip is now included, as is an always-on display, gesture control support, vital signs function, sleep score, sleep loss notification, speakers for music and podcasts directly via the Apple Watch, and we have twice faster charging with 18 hours of battery life. In addition, it is still made of aluminum and not plastic, as is often alleged. But the Apple Watch Ultra also got an update with the Ultra 3, and it still looks the same as the first and second generation. However, the display edges are now a bit thinner. There's also a new heart rate, always-on refresh display, and the SOS satellite emergency call function with the Apple Watch, and a full 42 hours of battery life. But now let's get to the new iPhones and start with the new iPhone 17. Visually, it looks exactly like the iPhone 16 or 16 Pro Max. So, there haven't really been any changes to the design, but there have been quite a few changes on the inside. The larger 6.3-inch display now comes with thinner bezels, and finally PerMotion, 120 Hz, just as expected. Now we finally have 120 Hz in a regular iPhone. How long have we been waiting for this? Now the day has finally arrived. In addition, the display can reach a brightness of 3000 nits. The display is more scratch-resistant, and there are fewer reflections thanks to Ceramic Shield 2. Apple installed a 19-inch chip, a better battery, and faster charging, a full 50% in just 20 minutes. But the front camera is much more exciting. This one now has a full 18 megapixels, and the center stage function on the front, which we already know from the iPad, for example, and that's a really cool feature. As has been mentioned over the past weeks and months, Apple has actually introduced a new iPhone model, namely the iPhone Air, and it really is an extremely slim 5.6mm thin design in a titanium frame. We have a 6.5-inch 120 Hz display with 3000 cells and Ceramic Shield 2, not only on the front but also on the back. The Apple A19 Pro chip for MacBook Power was installed in an iPhone. Apple N1 chip for Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 6 and SWAT N1 chip, and the Apple C1X chip as Apple's own 5G modem twice as fast as the Apple C1 chip that they already installed in the iPhone 16. There is only one camera on the back, but it has 48 megapixels and an 18 megapixel center stage camera on the front, just like the iPhone 17. But here with the option to use the front and rear cameras simultaneously in the video function. The iPhone Air uses eSIM only worldwide. This means you can no longer use physical senses here, and the reason is relatively clear. Apple needs the space for the battery. It is said to have an extremely high density and still last for a whole day. The first test will definitely show how good the battery. And last but not least, let's talk about the flagship, the iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max. And here, there's a new design with a wide camera unit. On the back, a unibody aluminum case with a glass element made of Ceramic Shield 2 on the back, 6.3 and 6.9-inch 120 Hz displays with 3000 nit peak and Ceramic Shield 2. Of course, the Apple A19 Pro chip was also installed here, and what's special is that a new heat light system was used here, namely a vapor chamber to prevent excessive overheating. This means that Apple has reworked the whole thing here compared to the previous models, which actually only used titanium or stainless steel as the frame. The iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max offer the option of using an eSIM or a physical SIM. And here there is a crucial difference, because in the eSIM version, there is of course more space, and accordingly the battery is larger. So here you can choose the version with more battery. The front camera now has 18 megapixels, and the center stage function, and here too you have the option of easily using the front and rear cameras at the same time when recording a video. If so, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to tell me your opinion on the new Apple devices in the comments below. I would definitely be very interested. And if you don't want to miss any more similar videos in the future, please subscribe now and we'll see you again in the next video. Until then, take care.